To unleash
What's up,
all of their frustrations onto you.
YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm still in my bathing suit.
Which was then associated with relieving their negative emotions or feelings of worthlessness and
I'm still in my
insignificance.
bathing suit, but I wanted to make this video.
With
So
stalking
before I
and
make this
harassing
video, I want you guys to like, comment,
you became their drug.
subscribe to my channel, and share my videos for me, please. Give me 1 second.
If you let this abusive situation
And subscribe to my channel. I am so in a rush to make this video because this is something that I have to tolerate. Well, I don't really have to tolerate it, but this is something that I see on a day-to-day basis. Okay? And it is colorism. Colorism. All I want to know is, why do lighter skinned people get all of the privileges but are so jealous of darker skinned people? Why are lighter skinned people, and this is just my opinion, I am not a let's see, I don't know, I just want to do that, but I am not a statistic studier. So this is just my opinion and the things that I view from my environment, because you know it's nature versus nurture. Remember, it's how your mother coddled you, loved you, and your environment. Okay? So colorism, from my standpoint, is, and from what I see a lot of lighter skinned people being more valued than darker skin like me. But if you like me, you would know that the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You feel me? You will have confidence in yourself. I see a lot of darker skinned people who are very confident, who really don't give a damn what color you are. And I consider myself, I like to think of myself in that bracket. But I see a lot of lighter skin. I've dated lighter skinned men who were very insecure. You know, I've been around lighter skinned women who were very insecure. And I just don't get that, because lighter skin is more appropriate for the standards of society. My skin color, y'all already know, I will fail the brown paper bag test. I will definitely fail the comb through test because I have 4C hair, which I love my hair. It's so beautiful. And I would not pass that. But it's all about loving yourself just for who you are. You can't change your skin color. You can't change your hair texture. You can't do any of those things. So what I would suggest is that you love yourself for who you are. By the way, I'm eating. Yeah. At the same time, I just made me some cornbread the way Grandma used to make. Not cornbread. I fried it. But it's vegan style, but I fried it. Okay. So anyways, I just had to get that out the way for a minute. So let's talk about colorism. So colorism is a prejudice or discrimination against an individual with darker skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. So, when you have a person who is the same color as you, but choose to not allow you to do the same things as a lighter skinned person, that is what colorism is. When you have a lighter skinned person that do it, it's just called racism. Okay, that's the difference. Okay? So, we have to deal with lighter skinned people or white people not wanting the Twix, because I was told that I'm not caramel, I'm Twix. But whatever I am, I'm fine as fuck. Like, the fuck? It doesn't matter. Like, period. Or Twix or darker skin like myself, we are more rejected because of our skin tone. So that's what colorism is. Colorism with the black community has been a serious emotional and psychological battle for many years, probably as long as the slave trade has been alive amongst black people. And don't let me talk about the Jews, because that's a whole nother thing. You feel me? How come it's okay for you guys to have sympathy on the Jews but not have sympathy on us black folks? Okay? We went through the same fucking thing, but it seems like darker skinned people or black people, whether you are light, okay, you got to wake up and smell the coffee. Because when it comes down to racism, they don't give a fuck what shade of black you are. You already know that. If you have 1% of black, guess what? You a nigga. You feel me? So it doesn't matter. This is why colorism is so confusing to me. So this has went on since before or during the Atlantic slave trade. I don't have earrings in. Y'all, I'm about to go put my earrings in. I am so unprepared. But anyways, we're going to forget the earrings today. Okay, so that's what colorism in the black community, it has been like hell, psychological damage for many of years, okay? So racism, like I said, is typically understood to be discrimination committed against people of a different ethnicity. So it doesn't matter if you are light black, medium black, or dark black. When it comes down to racism, you motherfuckers are all the same motherfucking color. So stop it. Okay? Colorism, though, is proliferate between person of a different group or the same group. Okay? Colorism proliferated between the person of different groups or the same group. No, that's just racism. It's just the same group. When you have the same group hating on each other like, bitch, I'm lighter than you. No, bitch, you darker than me, so I don't want you around me. You too black for me. I don't even like dark men. That's colorism, okay? Okay? So it is believed that people with lighter skin are more valuable or beautiful than someone with darker skin. I experienced this a lot because I just love myself. You know, I look at Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Madam C.J. Walker, all of those people who were my skin tone and did like, who is so smart. And that's who I identify myself with. So I know that, and I'm thankful that those people paved the way for me. So I'm always grateful to be the color that I am. But I experience it a lot when people step to me. They expect for me to be stupid. And then when I'm not stupid, they try to make me stupid because I'm black. I'm supposed to be stupid. That's not how it works, baby. Sorry for the inconvenience. But I experienced that a lot. So lighter skin is always supposed to be more beautiful, more smarter, more this. I have met some dumb ass light skinned people. I have met some stupid ass white people. I have met some dumb ass black people, okay? It doesn't matter. Your color do not make you smart or dumb. It's just who you are as a person. You may hear my neighbors beating because they probably don't like this topic, but I'm gonna speak about it anyways because it's my story, period. So I get that a lot, okay? So research has found that extensive evidence of discrimination based on skin color is more profound in the US of A and Europe. So you guys already know what type of people are in those two places and why this situation of colorism is so profound. I think that's my new favorite word. I think I say that word a lot. If you watch my videos, you know that I love to say profound, okay? Because it's just that important to the USA and Europe. And you will understand why once we get into this video a little bit more. I still have food in my mouth. Like I said, I wanted to be more smarter when I make this video, okay? But what you see is what you get, period. So you can find discrimination based on skin color in criminal justice, business, economy, housing, healthcare, media, politics. Just like the media love to say that it's more people who look like me on Section 8, poor, this, that, or the third, which is not true. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of successful people of my skin color that is successful and who are giving back. So don't get it twisted, okay? So you can find colorism in that order in those organizations. So World Health Organization says that the foundation, the perms, anything that helps you lighten up your skin, and I am guilty of putting relaxers in my hair. I am guilty of finding some lighter skin cream to get rid of this right here and that and all of that stuff. I am guilty of this stuff too. So it is found in the World Health Organization that the mercury salts that are in these products inhibits the production of melanin, which means it stops the production of melanin. So the chemical that are in these products, which are hydroquin 1 or whatever it is in many skin lightening products, and it is a major health risk. So when Marcus Garvey said, take the kinks out of your mind and not your hair, this is probably why he said that, because these chemicals are not good for our body. These chemicals are causing cancer and causing everything else that happens to us people of color, okay? So I would just say, love who you are. Be who you are at the end of the day. If people don't like you for you, fuck them. Like, who the fuck is them? Nobody. They don't like themselves, so you know they're not going to like you. So, period. So, clobetasol propionate is another ingredient of concern. So, remember, don't wear or eat if you can't pronounce it. If you can't pronounce it, do not wear it. Do not eat it, okay? Because it will cause something that can probably be harmful to your body, okay? So colorism is a larger in magnitude between black on black people than white on black people, okay? And this means that you will have more black people hating you for your skin tone than white people hating you for your skin tone. Never mind. Don't negate that there is a lot of racism, okay? Racism is when a person of another ethnicity hate you because of who you look like. Not are, but who you look like, okay? Martin Luther King said, don't judge a person by the color of his skin, but the context of his character, okay? When it comes down to colorism and racism, people don't look at your personality. They look at you and say, okay, you're black, okay? And they go off of that, okay? You're not light enough, and they go off of that. And speaking of that, Cicely Tyson broke the barrier, so rest in peace to her. So European colonization created a system of racial hierarchy and a race-based ideology that led to structure of domination that privileged whites over blacks. So when Kiki Wyatt had her little outburst about race and was blaming black people for the things that she have went through, this is what you got to understand. Black people did not create this, okay? This was created by the white slave owner to conquer and divide the black people, okay? They will have the lighter skin or the fair skinned black people working in the house while they had the niggas working in the field, okay? My black ass was in the field with my mama, my daddy, my grandma. The only difference is we loved who we are in spite of, because we knew that working in the field didn't make us beautiful, okay? We knew that who we are as people made us beautiful. So that's why a lot of lighter skin, my eye is jumping, motherfuckers talking about me, I don't give a fuck. That is why lighter skinned people are more insecure than blacker skinned people. This is why white people are more insecure than blacker skinned people, because we felt like if we have to live here, we have to live with ourselves every day. I cannot help the way that God made me. I can't help that. So I learned to love who I am, okay? So biological differences in skin color were used to justify the enslavement and oppression of African and Native Americans. Shout out to the Indians, bruh. You don't hear nothing from them, okay? And they get it. You understand? Leading to the development of social hierarchy that placed whites at the top and brown and blacks at the bottom. That's why I say it doesn't matter if you're a lighter skin brown, a medium skin brown, or a darker skin brown. You are still at the bottom with my black ass, okay? The white folks may put you one step before me, but when they look at you all as a whole, we are the same thing. Okay, no discrimination about that. So slaves of lighter skin were allowed to engage in less strenuous tasks like domestic duties, while darker skinned slaves did hard labor, which were done outside. Okay, let me tell you something about a darker skinned slave. Okay, we don't give a damn if you got education or not. Just don't come to me and make me feel like you're better than me. And I think that is where the problem lies, okay? I have had lighter skinned boyfriends, a dude that I just talked to that made me want to make this video to come at me like he was better than me because he was lighter than me. And it's 2020, okay? This is still going on. I don't give a damn what color you is. I don't give a damn if you working in a house, how much education you is. Okay? If you cool with me, I'm cool with you. I said this before. We darker skinned black people, we don't give a fuck because we had to learn how to love ourselves. And we conquered that shit. We don't give a fuck what you think, because at the end of the day, I love how God made me. I'm black and I'm beautiful. Period. So don't come at me like you're better than me, because that's the problem. It's not because your skin is lighter than mine. It's not because people step on me every day. Because I got that. I can handle that. Just don't come at me like you're better than me, because when you do, then we have a problem. Then I don't want to be around you. Now I don't like you. And it's not because of the color of your skin, but it's the contents of your character. So keep in mind what Dr. Martin Luther King said. Don't look at the color of my skin, look at my character. Period. Okay? So this says African American, but I'm just going to say black people. Black people with the capital B, with a partial heritage, were deemed smarter, superior, better, broader education. I got broader breasts. I'm not even going to do that for myself. But they were able to get land and property more than darker skinned people. Okay? We had to work for everything that we got, of course. But that's a blessing. Because, see, y'all put us down because of the color of our skin, and then we start working and working and working, and y'all still put us down, but we look at the strength that we didn't even know we had, and that starts to build our confidence and our self-esteem and our foundation. So this is why you have darker skinned people who are more confident in their abilities to succeed because of society that put us down and told us that we were stupid and not good enough because of the color of our skin. We couldn't rely on our skin, but the lighter skin and the white people, they can rely on their skin to be presumed this way. But at the end of the day, it's just like money. Money don't make you happy. So a skin tone don't make you happy either. It's the things that you believe within yourself, which is your self-esteem and your confidence, that make you who you are. So thank you, society. Thank you. Thank you, narcissists. Thank you. So let's see what number I stopped off. Colorism was used by white colonists to create a division between black people. It was used to further the ideas that being close to white as possible was an ideal image. Okay? We were never able to do that because I'm black as shit. Okay? So every chance you get, they was like, So I'm like, man, well, at least I'm good at working. I'm good at picking this motherfucking cotton. I'm good at that. You feel me? You can't tell me that I ain't good at picking this cotton, because I'm picking all this motherfucking cotton for your ass. And that's what we had to do. And that's where our self-love came from. Okay? Because we couldn't rely on our breasts or our ass or our skin color. We had to literally work harder, 10 times harder than everybody else. That's why we're who we are. There were tests to determine who was light enough to work in the house. Okay? There was the brown paper bag test. I wish I had a brown paper bag because I literally felt that test. The test is used to determine what privileges someone could use. Like I said, darker skinned people, we couldn't rely on our skin color, the texture of our hair. We couldn't rely on that. Even if you was my color and the comb can go through your hair, you were still able to work in the house. I got the comb test is not going to work in my hair. I'm not going to pass the brown paper bag test. So what do I do? And you hate me for doing what I did and loving myself anyways. Don't hate me. I ain't come up with colorism. Don't get mad at me. I ain't come up with it. I just learned to survive. Not even survive. I just learned to live and love myself for who I am and don't give a fuck what anybody say or think about me. Period. And that's what a lot of black people who are my skin color learned to do. That's what we had to do. So the tests, they were brown paper bag tests where they will hold a brown paper bag up to you to see if you were lighter. And it's really hard for a darker skinned person like me because I'm two-toned like a motherfucker. Look at my stomach. My stomach always been darker than my whole body. Look at that. But look at my breasts. So if they so happen to do the brown paper bag on my breast, I probably can get away with it. But if they was doing it that day on my arms or my stomach or the rest of my body, I was not going to pass that test. The comb test. So if you had kinky hair, I have 4C hair. Okay. I got some real nigga shit. Okay. It ain't going nowhere. It's thick. It gonna outlast all of the straight hair people. Because my shit is real. You feel me? That's what kind of hair I got. And even the door test. And when I read about this just took me for a whole motherfucking loop. The door test. I've never even heard about the door test. This is something new. But the door test would be for them to paint the door a certain shade of brown. Do you know how many colors of brown? I just told y'all. Look how brown my breast is. Now look how brown my stomach is. So it was a certain shade of brown. Either one of these could fail. What I got to show you, the bottom of my foot. Either one of them can fail. A certain shade of brown. See, when you're reading, you have to pay attention to the words. Okay? Because you still won't even qualify if you're not paying attention. So they will paint the door a certain shade of brown. And they know how bad motherfuckers don't want to work in the field. Do you know how hard it is to work in the motherfucking field? With the sun burning your ass. Probably bugs eating snakes and shit out there. You ain't got no water. It ain't like you can have a water. Some of these slaves had their babies on their back at 6 months and 8 months old. So while they're picking cotton or whatever it is, tobacco that they had to do, they had to tend to their child. Do you know how bad you would want to pass these tests just so your baby won't have to be in the hot sun? Excruciating, painful, deadly. So they even had these tests when they were going to churches. They would have the brown door test at the church. At the church. You understand me? At the church where Jesus supposedly died on the cross for everybody. So you telling me that I have to take a test in order to get saved? That's manipulation right there. You want me to want to get saved. So you can make me think that this is going to save me. They had this shit at the clubs. The door test. In the future, scholars predict the preferred color of beauty will not be black or white, but mixed. Now, Kiki Wyatt, you mix. What is you complaining for? Baby. You want to walk in my shoes? You want to trade? Because you wouldn't live, what time it is? A second in my shoes. But your anger is directed in the wrong direction. Black people didn't, darker black people at that, did not invent colorism. We just learned to love ourselves and be ourselves. The same things that you went through. You said that a little black girl didn't want to play with you. That was the same thing that we went through. You do what you're taught. If you're not taught to love mixed people or be against, you're not going to do that. Simple. It's so simple. That's why it's a lot of darker skinned black people just like me who hate me and I hate them. Because we were never taught to love each other. It's time to love each other. Fuck that. It does not matter. You may have some things that you're good at, and I may have some things that I'm good at. And that is what makes us who we are. Not the color of our skin. Love who you are. So colorism, and I read this, has affected the world. To a white slave master, this is motherfucking epic because it has affected every colored person, brown, light brown, dark brown, medium brown person in this world. And we know you can be from Asia and still be considered a nigga. We know that. And it has affected Asia, Latin America, of course the United States, of course Europe, and Africa. Jamaica. We got people literally putting on lighter makeup color and they dark like me. Looking like fools and clowns, all because they want to be accepted by society. But I'm here to tell you, it don't matter how much makeup you put on, how many perms you get in your hair, you will never be accepted to people who who don't see you as valuable. So value yourself. And I know that's easier said than done, considering the conditioning and brainwashing, and conditioning that has been done to the black and brown people in this world. But it can be done. And it must first start with you. Fuck what they think. Period. You are beautiful. And looking at how long black people have been slaves and still looking at the racism that is in place today, we know we strong. The same way you look at a narcissist, I tell you about a narcissist, they're not going to target someone who they feel is beneath them. So live in that. Know who you are and love yourself for who you are. You're beautiful, baby. I know I am. Period. And God made me right. The fuck? So white people are now believing that their race is under attack. I'll stop right there because it's so typical of them to do that, to feel that way when we have been under attack for 400 and more years. and then to take and flip it to say they're under attack, I stopped reading right there because I really didn't want to read no more of the bull crap. So I'm just going to end this video here. And I'm going to end it on a positive note to let the brown, the light brown, the medium brown, and the dark brown people know that you are beautiful no matter what shade of black you are. And I take black lightly because, like I said before, who told you you were black? Who gave you that name? Who told you that? You don't even know who you are. We don't even know who we are by sight, but by spirit. So love who you are. Know who you are. And fuck that colorism shit. Period. Stop looking at that and thinking you better than other people. Because I'm gonna hurt your feelings. You ain't better than me. At all. I don't care what you good at. I don't care what color you is. At the end of the day, I know no one's better than me. Nobody. And I don't care how many people try to make me feel like they're better than me. I know that they're weak. Because the birds, the butterflies, the trees don't try to be better than the other trees. They just bloom and they be who they are. So be who you are. And it don't matter if you are light skinned, dark skin, medium skin. It don't matter if you got big breasts, fat ass. It doesn't matter. It does not make you better than anyone. I don't care if you love, if you're honest, that still don't make you better than anyone. So instead of spreading hate, spread love. Thank you for watching my videos. Please share my videos. Please like my videos. Please comment on my videos. You can find me on IG now and on Facebook at the letter R, as in Renika Queen Williams. Stay tuned for more videos. And if Noah was here, you already know he would say, and goodbye.